What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN USD. It is the third day of May, and yes, I went away. Actually, I sold in May and I went away. No, not with crypto, just with my home environment. Here we are on vacation. Still doing work though. Here we are at $0.0513 with roughly 8 hours and 41 minutes left in the day. There's some stuff I want to talk about here. Okay, there's some stuff I want to talk about before we actually get into the price action. I do want to refer to, again, shout out to Money Tings. New month, new news. I like it. I like it. Money Tings, man. If you like OnyxCoin and you're not following Money Tings on X.com, he's entertaining, man, and he's a pretty good analyst. You know, so like anybody, like me, like anybody. He doesn't get everything right. Do not treat anything that he says or that I say as financial advice. You know, I don't know him personally, but we've had a good back and forth on X. He seems like a fun guy. And he's with the times too. You know, he puts his own spin on things, but he's with the times. So if you're following his account, you'll keep up with OnyxCoin and stuff. Let's see. Everyone talks about, shout out to Money Things one last time, and Bearded Crypto. What's up, buddy? Everyone talks about APR, but how many times are you actually getting? Wait, how many coins are you actually getting from staking your OnyxCoin? Who's the biggest number? Don't share your wallet, guys. Don't share that information. People don't need to know that. Okay, don't do it. I want to go here on Onyx's page, actually. Like, it's cool, it's a good engagement bait, but guys, don't paint a target on your backs, okay? Everyone kept asking about XCN burning, so the dev team linked us this. This was May 2nd. I think I posted this yesterday. Who's good at maths? Yeah, so we click on that. Can I pull this up? Is that on? Good, I can pull that up. I'll pull it up in just a second here. New month, new news, XCN. Yeah, we're all about that. Anyways, let's see. Give them some love. Always, you guys, if you're trying to support the OnyxCoin community, you got to hit the like button on things. You got to, you know, do your part talking about it, because that promotes hype in the space, that draws attention from people who may not have ever heard of the project, or who heard that it was a bad project or something, and now they can see something that excites them about it, just like it's exciting you. But anyways, let's see here. Burn mechanism. So again, based on what OnyxCoin is saying here, no, okay, so never mind. They didn't say there. They said it here. So burn mechanism, deflationary model. A portion of transaction fees is permanently burned. So not all the transaction fees, but burn rate 10% of network fees. Okay. I'm wondering if on the Onyx app, if you're looking at it, whenever it says protocol fee 10%, I'm wondering if that is the network, the 10% that they're burning. I'm wondering if that's what it is there, if that's what they're referring to. Cumulative burn tracked on chain, supply reduction, gradual decrease over time. Okay, burn statistics goals. Now that's the key word, right? I'm a very technical person whenever it comes to wording, okay, because that's how people slide something slick through the door there, right? We're not trying to have that done to us or get our expectations the wrong way. But either way, however this is defined, I think this is still a good thing, right? And I actually made a post about this on X.com, but daily burn rate, 50,000 Onyx coins, which, you know, we have a market, or there's like a total something. Let's see, actually, how many coins do we have on OnyxCoin? There's billions, so 50,000 a day is a drop in the bucket, you know what I mean? I think, what if you had $1 billion, you could spend $50,000 a day for like over 60 years or something like that. Just to put it in reference. So like we could burn that, we could burn 50,000 tokens a day, and with the billions of coins that we have, that'd put like a small dent in OnyxCoin supply over time. But hold on now, okay. Max supply is 68 billion. Max supply is 68 billion. Total supply here 48.4 billion. Whatever that means. Maybe that's including the total burned, right? Because what OnyxCoin is saying here is that there's 20 billion historically burned, total burned 20 billion. And if that's the case, it actually makes sense why 48.4 would be the total. Max supply might be 68.8. So the max supply initially was this, but they burned some. So that actually might make sense. There's 20 billion there, but we're going to keep looking at this, okay? Right now in circulation, there's 38 billion. Now, if there was a max supply of 68 billion, basically 69 billion, there's a total supply right now of, or a circulating supply of 38 billion. The total burned of 28 billion, or of 20 billion, That's pretty damn significant, guys. That's pretty damn significant right there. Let alone with the annual burn being included there and the daily burn rate being included. That's awesome. That's actually phenomenal. That really, I think, adds to the potential value of this coin over time, especially whenever we take tokenomics into consideration. But I'm looking at this here, and it says burn statistics goals. So are we at 50,000 a day? Is that the goal? Are we at more? Are we at less? Probably less. Is that the goal? Are we at this annual burn? Is that the goal? Because it says goals here. Is the total burn 20 billion historically, or is that the goal? And as far as goal goes, what time? How long of a time? Either way, if it's a goal, great. If it's happening now, which I'm assuming these numbers might not be happening now, but if this has already happened, great. That's phenomenal. Let's look here at the OnyxCoin top holders on Etherscan here, and you can see that this top address says null, and then it says 0000 dead. So either this is a wallet that's going to make OnyxCoin dead and null, or my interpretation would actually be that this is a burn address. This is a burn wallet. This is the total value that it's not locked, it's gone. It's like burning that much money. It's just gone. It's not existent anymore. If I took $79 million and I burned it, you're not getting that back. The bank's not going to reimburse you. The government's not going to print out those same serial numbers. They're just gone, okay? 15 billion tokens. And then we assume that there might be some other, maybe other addresses that are affiliated with this. This might not be the burn address for the transactions or something. I don't know. But if it's not 20 billion and it's only 15 billion, that's still impressive. And I'm very confident that this is the burn address. I'm very confident in that. Onyx time lock, Onyx staking, Onyx ledger. So of course, all of these people look at this and they're like, the top 100 wallets hold 95%. That's so bad, guys. That's really bad tokenomics. But it's not. It's really not whenever you do your critical thinking. Null, dead, 15 billion, the top wallet, 22% of the supply is burned and gone forever. That's not a problem, is it? That's a good thing. Holy F&A, right? That's great. The rest is from the team through the staking, the time lock, which is, to help with staking also, and then the team gets rewards or whatever, and probably various other things. That's great that there's still this. There's still like potential for rewards as your early adopters are getting involved. That's great. That's incentivizing. Onyx Ledger has some, staking has some. That's great. That's great. This is all what you want to see. And then really the largest wallet, which again I don't know what wallet these are. Maybe these are holders. That's still a significant portion. Don't get me wrong, but we take out 22, 35, over 40%, over 40% of the not even 40. It's probably like 40. Closer to 50, isn't it? 20, 42. Yeah, it is. It's 50%, guys. About half of the supply itself is dedicated to the ecosystem. It's not held by any one person, right? It's not like it's all me or all me and my cronies top wall holders. That's not what it is. You got Kraken on here, Revolt, Upbit. I don't know, BTC Turk, that might be, it's an exchange. Yeah, look at all these exchanges as the top wallet holders, right? CoinSpot, Robinhood, Onyx DAO Treasury, Wormhole Token Bridge, whatever, BitThumb, BitHum, BaseBridge, Kraken. There's a Coinbase one too. Yeah, Coinbase. I mean, a lot of these top wallets are exchanges and the team. So again, the tokenomics here, especially with the idea that these things got burned, that 20 billion got burned and probably more over time will get burned. That's awesome. We have a total max supply of 69 billion. Half the tokens, you guys, are either burned or dedicated to the use and cooperation and rewards that are for the ecosystem, for the participants, for the early adopters. That's awesome. That's great. That's not a scam. It's not hard to deduce that. But anyways, let's get away from that. I'm here to do TA. I'm not normally a fundamental guy, but it's been a while since we talked about the fundamentals, and Onyx seems to be pumping that out overall, man. But here we are in our time of need, sitting here at 00513. It's a bit unfortunate, isn't it? I hate this shit, you guys. When we just pump all the way up and we come back down, it's not fun. I'm not enjoying it. I don't think anybody's enjoying it. But at the end of the day, hey, you're staking, you're getting rewards, you're buying more at cheaper prices, hopefully. That's great. If you're in it for the long term, I think that it's definitely going to work out in the near term. Maybe we'll see. We'll definitely see some movements up. But as far as moving up to 2 cents goes right now, it could happen any day. I mean, we could just resume this. We get above this high. It's happening right now this month of May. You know, we're probably going to see 2 cents very soon. If it doesn't happen, if we keep moving down like this, consolidating, maybe we wait another month or two before we get our next pump, and then we dump back down. You know, we might not even get to 2 cents there, but as we continue to fulfill these higher highs and higher lows and just sideways accumulation, the inevitable reality is the supply will get shocked. And when demand comes in, whenever that is, when real demand comes in, and it's not just random entities buying all at once in these solid droves, whenever it's real consistent demand, and probably that happens in like a bull market, you know, that'll probably more so happen in a bull market. It's not that it can't happen in a bear market, but it's more likely to happen in a bull market. When that happens, that's when we're going to get that biscuit, you guys. That's when we're going to go. I'm very confident here that we're not going to see prices below these lows. I'm just not so confident right now as I was a few days ago that we were going to be on the recovery. Even with that being said, I'm holding my OnyxCoin. I'm not selling. I'm just, you know, waiting. We're not haters. We're waiters, right? There's other communities in this crypto space that are haters, but we're just waiters. We get a lot of hate. The OnyxCoin, if you're an OnyxCoin holder, you got to have balls in multiple senses, man. Not just the tenacity to hold a coin that is just being boring with moments of excitement and then disappointment, slow bleeds of disappointment. But you got to take hate from the whole damn, it's like the whole crypto community just hates us, man. I don't know what it is. The coins that get the most hate typically do the best too. That's what it is. The coins that get the most love, well, there's a reason for that. It's because everybody bought in at the top. That typically does happen. We look at this here. We take the not the all-time high, but the last cycle high to the low here that took about a year to form, dropped over 90%. If we were to see any type of recovery at all past the high that we've already gotten here at the 382, the golden ratio would be a likely target. This would be our likely next target. That's about 1.9 to 2.3 cents. That's anything from about a 3.6 to a 4.4x, guys, from the current price. So good job. And by the way, all the while, you could be staking and getting rewards through that. You know, they've got all kinds of things that they're working on developing right now whenever it comes to like payments, your card that they have, the enterprise stuff, and then also the Onyx points. I have a feeling there's going to be something special with the Onyx points. Again, let's actually look at this here. Onyx, can we look at the Onyx app? Yeah, onyx.org. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. I normally can't because my internet's so slow, but I've got it hooked up to the mobile hotspot and it actually is faster. So 10% protocol fee here. Staking APR on Goliath. The total staked is 227 million, which it's increasing. It's increasing a little bit, but there is a team behind OnyxCoin. As much as we want to believe that it's decentralized, it is fairly centralized. I think that it's good that it's centralized because if it was decentralized, it'd probably be a ghost project that there's no incentive for developers or anybody to work on it. There needs to be some kind of centralized force directing it till it gets so big that it doesn't need that anymore, but we're not there yet, right? Anybody who gets hurt, like the people who think that they discovered something with Tau being a centralized hub instead of a decentralized hub, oh, whatever, right? Or USDT being decentralized. Like, that's not news, guys, okay? Bitcoin is fairly centralized, and it's the best example of decentralization that we have next to Bitcoin Cash, Monero, probably Litecoin, Dogecoin, you know, coins like that. But yeah, most of I think you have to be centralized in the crypto space to be successful, other than the ones that I named there that definitely don't have figureheads. Anyways, the points. We look at the Ethereum wallet. If I'm going to Ethereum staking, 6.14 billion. Now this has not changed. It's actually even gone up a little bit. This tells me the team is still staking on this on the Ethereum. They haven't moved it over to Goliath, and the points here is still accruing. I'm wondering, and I've theorized this, and I think that this is true. I'm thinking that there's going to be some type of reward that comes with the points, and anybody like myself who's moved over to Goliath, the only negative effect is, yes, you're part of the liquid staking. You get your coins restaked automatically. In that sense, it's like compounding your staked interest, which is nice. You don't have to claim it and then restake it. But I don't think we're getting our points here. And that will happen, but I'm assuming it's going to happen during the next season. So in that, we're probably going to see a lot of these coins shift to the Goliath liquid staking next season. But whatever the reward is here, 27.8% versus 26.6%, plus the compounded liquid staking that restakes your coins, it must not be worth whatever they have in store for these points here. So far as I know, the points have been pretty worthless. It's just a way of keeping track of the top wallets or the top accruers, people accruing staked rewards. But I think there's going to be something else, because this is my reason for believing why these tokens have not moved over yet. because the team certainly has more than even this amount. You know what I mean? So anyways, various things there. Let's get into the TA. We've kind of covered a lot of different bases here. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, it's very boring, very, very sideways and slow and neutral. You know, this is something that I noticed that I didn't notice before. Maybe I talked about it. I don't remember, but we do have a gap down here. There actually is a gap all the way down at 00473. You can see it right there, plain as day. The candle closed here and then it opened there. Now, we don't have to fill that gap. There's actually gaps that are even lower that we haven't filled before, or that we pumped dramatically higher before filling. We don't have to fill that gap. Not all gaps have to be filled, but technically with these Coinbase gaps, they do typically get filled. On that note, we do have gaps to the upside as well. There is a gap all the way up here. There's a gap right there as well, all the way up at these levels. And we look at the, if we're looking at OnyxCoin here, XCN, over the last 30 days, there are a lot more shorts than there are longs positioned here. And if we were looking at the liquidation, the heat map here, let's just see if it'll pull up fast for us, because I don't want to waste too much time. I don't want to spend too much time, I should say. Not hyperliquid. Is it hyperliquid? Oh, it's just because, wait. Liquidation, I want the heat map. Oh, I thought I clicked the heat map. I hit hyperliquid. I saw the H and I got carried away. Let's see here. Let's see. XCN, OnyxCoin. We'll do Bybit because it probably has more. We go to the last 24 hours. Sure, we can do that. Or we can do, let's do the last month. The last month for Bybit. XCN perps. Let's just see what we got here. If it'll load. I have faith that it'll load. I got the magic. I mean, just look at all these shorts. Look at how much longs. Now there are some longs. We would fill that gap that's down there, and we would clear out a bunch of longs. Maybe we do have to go down to like 0043. Maybe we do. We're at 0051 right now. That is quite the drop, isn't it, my friends? That would be quite the drop down to 0043. That'd be about a 16% drop from here. The pump up is a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that to clear out all the shorts, but it is completely possible that we move down there first. You know, we've had a lot of longs, but these longs were upheld. I don't know, man. I don't know. There's more interest, in my opinion, more volume to take out, more liquidations to be had to the upside, but we could do that first. Maybe we dump, we shake out the weak hands, and then we continue to pump. But again, I have a really hard time imagining that we take out these lows from December. I have a really hard time imagining that we take out those lows, primarily because I don't think that there's any selling pressure left, or there's very minimal selling pressure left. Like, yes, there might be enough to take us out below these lows here, maybe, but there's very minimal selling pressure left because, again, we've dropped over 95% in the course of a year, over like 93% in the course of a year. We've moved sideways now for a long time. Who's left to sell? Who's left to sell, man? There's only interest in buying, and that's why every time we get a spike in volume, it's on the buying side, not on the selling side. So I got nothing else for you guys. Sounds like my family's here, so I'm going to open up the door. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.